Now that you have located your pelvic floor, it's going to be important that you learn how to relax it. For this next section, I'm going to have you be in a nice relaxed goddess pose where we can focus on some imagery so that you can really feel where your pelvic floor muscle is at and how to let go of it. So lying down, I'm going to have you close your eyes, and as you take a breath in, imagine the pelvic floor dropping. Imagine it relaxing. And then as you exhale, the pelvic floor returns to its start position. When you're focusing on relaxation, some other images that you might think of is a rose that's blooming. So if you imagine a tight rose where your pelvic floor muscles are really tense, and then you want that rose to bloom, you need to really relax that pelvic floor, allowing the pelvic floor muscles to relax. Some other imagery that works well for patients is relaxing the pelvic floor to that position that you were in just prior to urination, that letting go that you feel just prior to going to the bathroom. As another image, you can try to imagine relaxing the pelvic floor muscles around a marble, and then just letting that marble go. Another way to find that pelvic floor muscle relaxation is to engage your muscles so that you know what tight feels like. Because you have been tight for so long, you may not even realize what tight feels like. So we're going to take a moment now to work on tightening the pelvic floor further and then letting it go. Imagine your pelvic floor muscles are like an elevator, and right now you're on the ground level. Go ahead and take a nice deep breath in, and then as you exhale, tighten your pelvic floor muscles, bringing that elevator up to the top floor. And then inhale, relax that pelvic floor back to the ground level for the elevator. Now relax further. Bring it to the basement. So hopefully one of those images has worked for you to be able to identify what pelvic floor muscle relaxation feels like. It takes practice to learn how to relax your pelvic floor, especially because you've been holding it tight for so long. So once you have been successful in this lying down relaxed position with being able to relax that pelvic floor and identify that you relax that pelvic floor, you can take that into different positions throughout the day. Obviously, you can't be lying down for the whole entire day, so we need to be able to practice the letting go while we're sitting in our car, while we're at work, while we're in the grocery store. So do mental checks throughout the day to figure out if you're holding tension in through that pelvic floor. If you realize that you are, use any of those images that we've just gone through to let it go. The more that you continue to let that pelvic floor tension go throughout the day, the less pain you'll be in at the end of the day. The other thing that you can start to become aware of is if there's other contributing factors that may be playing into that pelvic floor muscle tension. Notice if any stress, anxiety, locations in your environment, reactions with other people, relationships with other people might be creating that tension. Once you begin to identify that as well, you can use some of these strategies to relax that pelvic floor again to help to minimize your pelvic floor tension and pain.